matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Moving out to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Extending the play. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Couldn't find disaster here.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Pocket break. On downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Oh, he tosses it back. Oh, and the ball. They chased him out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
And you just have to have better field awareness if you're on offense.
You want to make something happen, but you got to realize where you're at on the field. He doesn't do that, and guess what? Cost his team 2 points.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort in that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Grab near the sticks. It's Odom. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Ringo! Pound 55 weak.
Now they'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Got it! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Love the third down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
And the Rebels are on the move. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down.
29 Philly.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. showing no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Russell. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Right down the middle. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive.
Let's go!
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Easy!
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Beck. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off play action on 1st down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Rebels. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Back to pass, it's Russell. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Puts it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Rush is on him. Makes the grab. It's Craver. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Quarterback extends the play. Makes the catch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against the guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Gets it out fast. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And he added the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it. You
can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Sherrill. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Beck. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover 1. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Ready, set. Moves.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. He's turning it loose into the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Line is set on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
The Rebels send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Boots' first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Young. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Got the back over the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Wide open downfield. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown time!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UConn is getting dominated today. And, you know, the folks in stores deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 21. Team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Ready, fight.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Boom. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Using his feet to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sherrill. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Corners are going to bail. On the run, it's Young. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
He'll take another shot here. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air. It's Beck. Got him downfield. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown Rebels. And the punishment has been extended.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 4 over UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quarterback adapted. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself. And
there he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Russell. Now improvising. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense, quick tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Bama! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick this one away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the stomping has commenced. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Alabama quickly back to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Russell. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
29.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Easy.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Russell. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Complete to the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll run it. It's Young. Got some room in to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
And no doubt, 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Green 25.
Dropping back, it's Beck. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Running back searching for a hole.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Beck. That's caught, it's Haas. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
To the air on first down. He's got an open man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks, it's Haas. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take it. Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, play.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And this game's starting to take away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dan. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looking to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Rebels! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work.
This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
42 spot.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
To the air on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it on the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Alabama quickly back to the line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Finds his man. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. On the run, fires downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. See what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's high. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they can ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Trying play action. Throwing right. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. That's caught. It's Lewis. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious pass.